Today I'm going to teach you the secret on how to point your feet the right way for ballet. I'm just going to take my foot and you can take yours. What you need to know is that when you point your foot, there's different muscles engaging and some parts of the foot shouldn't engage. So what a lot of people do, they just point their feet like this or like this, and they don't really know, so should I do this with my feet? Is that it? Or they point their foot but their toes are relaxed, so that's definitely not the right way. And also what a lot of people do is they do this, and maybe you've already seen this when somebody does that with their feet, and that's definitely not the right way to do it. How do you go about it? This beautiful part of your body, and that's the arch. You have also that part here, and you want to squeeze those muscles under your foot first. Just get going. Just put your thumb on the Achilles tendon, and it needs to stay relaxed. That's very hard for most people to keep that part relaxed. And what you're going to do, you push those muscles up and you push that part towards your heel like this, and this part is going to rise, and you want to really feel those muscles and not keep them relaxed. Yes, really good. And you want to try to keep those Achilles tendon relaxed. So when you point your foot now, what you want to do is you want to point it, but at the same time you want to engage those muscles. This says, for the first time, just try to point the foot a little bit and get those muscles engaged. Yes. And you can see it here, they're engaged. And it's like here you really see and feel the muscles. For a lot of people, there's nothing there. It's like, oh, there's nothing. Why is it that way? You have to learn engaging them. And a really good exercise, what you can do for that is doing this with your toes. And what you want to do, you don't want to do this with the toes. You don't want to make them crawly like that. You want to keep them long and push them into the floor. And then try to push up those muscles, and right here, you want to push that part up. And it's like a feeling like you squeeze the foot together as high as you can. And then when you point your foot, the whole back side of your foot is engaged. Really good. You have to relax the foot at the beginning because it hurts. So what is important as well is the way how the line of your feet turns out to be. What is wrong is when your ankle shows in that direction and your toes are going in this direction. So the toes are facing inward, and that's wrong. What you want to do is you want to push the heel in the middle. So you have your ankle and the heel is not on the outside, but your heel is inside. And what that will create is even a straight line here or a little curve in this direction. You don't want to turn your leg for this. Keep it parallel and just try to do this with your heel first. Push the heel out, that's wrong. Push the heel in, that's right. Out, that's wrong. In, that's right. And then you point your toes as well. And then you're going to have a nice pointed foot and not the wrong way. So if you ask me, why is this wrong? I would say to you, the thing is, you need your ankle for stability. And when you point your feet or you're on a releve and you're on your toes and this part of the body is not stable because the heel is pushed outward, you're very prone to injury. So it's really important that when you do jumps or when you do pirouettes, that you learn to feel the difference between that kind of foot and this kind of foot. So you need to keep your ankle in the middle and your heel inside. But then, the second part again, you have that nice arch here. And for a lot of people, this part is not really stretched, so it maybe looks like this. So what you can do, you can work on getting a little better stretch here. It's always important to keep the Achilles tendon relaxed while doing it, because if you do it and you push that Achilles tendon outward, you have too much tension on this side and not enough stretch here. So what you want to do is push with your thumb the Achilles tendon inward so that it's relaxed, and then try to point your foot as much as you can, and then engage those muscles here as far as you can. And your toes feel like they're going to be stretched. They're not feel like you're just squeezing them like this. It feels like they're long and stretched and engaged. They're not relaxed either. That's wrong. You keep them engaged but long. And if you do it right, you feel like tension going on this side over up here. But your Achilles tendon is relaxed. And the curve of your foot is not going inward, but the other way around. And that's the secret to a beautiful ballet foot and to have a nice arch. What you can do, and there's also a trick what you can use to improve this arch and to get a little bit more stretch is to really massage the foot first. And then you can, it's just a mild version first. You can put your hands over here and use your hands to stretch your foot a little bit so that you get this nice stretch here. But again, if you see the line of the foot, you don't want to do it like this. This is wrong. You never want to feel the stretch on the outside of the ankle. You want to get the stretch on the inside of the ankle. So you take your toes with the right hand and you push those toes in and that whole part here. And it helps to try to keep the heel up in this position. Don't do this when your feet are completely cold. Do this when your feet are warm. So get them going before you do this stretching exercise. For example, you can just roll your feet a lot. Get those muscles engaged in one way and the other way. And really go for those muscles first. And really work on those muscles on the inside. Yes, I guess that's the secret for beautiful ballet feet and to improve your ballet feet as well, and to point them the right way. So you'll find the right way is a lot harder than the wrong way. Just a little side note as well. Sometimes when you work on your feet, it can be really frustrating because it takes a long time. Because normal people, they don't work on their feet. You never stretch them or point them the way you do in ballet. So at the beginning, it's really hard and your feet might look like this first before you get a grip on those muscles here, before you have stretch here to point those feet. Yes, so I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to see you in the next lesson, and as always, be proud of yourself that you're here, that you try to learn things that are really, really hard, and especially ballet is really hard to learn, but you can learn it, but it just takes dedication and really patience with yourself. So thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a beautiful day. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. And I'm really, really happy and honored to have you here. If I can do anything to make ballet technique more clear to you and accessible to you, that's just the best gift for me.